Hello, everybody. Welcome to the journey where you can become academic weapon from an academic victim. Let me get you something clear. This video is going to be to the point with absolutely no BS and actually working tips that will help you. This video is going to be divided into three major portions, starting with number one, which goes like triggers and distractions, number two, the identity shift, and number three, your past habits and some practices which are not really helping you to achieve your goal, but instead they are draining out your energy and making you less confident. Let's start with portion one. Triggers and distractions. There are many triggers and distractions which stop you from studying or entering that study area or studying zone. And you always think to yourself that I want to study, I'm going to study. But the real question which arises is when? And you don't have the answer for it. And I'm telling you that you don't have to be guilty for it because everybody goes through this. You are not the problem in this case. The problem is your environment. For a relatable example, let's take the example of us, okay? If we are laying in a bed with mobile on our phone, PC right in front of us, and TV where it is visible from your bed, are you going to want to study? The thought about studying is not even going to cross your mind in that scenario. You are going to be so distracted by all the social media or whatever you are watching, whatever you are looking at, or even just doom scrolling where you don't have an intent but you are doing it because you don't have the goal. And the exact opposite scenario, if you are sitting in a chair, your study table is right in front of you, you have some notes in the wall where you are looking at, and even if you're not studying right now, you see a book that's open right in front of you, there's a pen lying near that notebook, then would not you want to grab that pen? Would not you want to study some pages from that book? You would. The thought about studying would not cross your mind. Even before that, you would have been studying before. So the problem is not you, like I told before. The problem is with your environment. The more cluttered your environment is, the more cluttered the chances that your mind will be increases. If your environment is cluttered with a lot of distractions and triggers which will trigger you towards using social media and going away from studying, then you are going to be going away from studying. Your environment has direct relation with your mind, how you think, how you act, and how you do the things that you've already planned, or if you don't. So the major thing which comes in making a study easy or going to that study state or flow state is that at first you have to make your environment easy for you. The environment should force you to study. You don't need to force yourself if the environment is working for you. So make studying usual, normal, so that environment will make you study. Not very complex thing that you need to fight with your own self or you need to fight with your environment, the entire thing, just so that you can study. Okay, let's move on to point number two, which is identity shift. Identity shift means that you are going to change how you are. You are going to change your identity, or you are simply going to shift from believing you are something to believing you are someone else. And I'm telling you, the identity shift should always have the ideal identity, whom you want to be. You are going to be applying this in a study, like if you're going to study, then you are not going to think yourself that you are the same old person who is not bad, who is going to not understand any questions, or who has not done very great in exams till now, or who has problem with mathematics or does not understand science. But here in identity shift, you are going to think of yourself as somebody you would want to be, your ideal self. Somebody who excels every exam, somebody who understands the concepts, understands relations, and does very well in exams. Somebody who can teach others as well because they understand it very clearly. So in this case, you are not going to remember your past self, but you are going to create your future self. For example, if I take a new identity called achiever, then that achiever is going to achieve every highest grade in every exam, is going to be in flow state while studying, and a lot. And even if you suck at mathematics or such other subjects while studying, then that new identity does not have to suck at it. The new identity is your ideal. It's going to be the greatest. It's going to achieve the highest. It's going to understand all the subjects, and studying is very easy for that new identity. So when you adapt to that identity will make you more confident, more motivated to study. You don't lose your confidence this way because your identity, someone you aspire to be, you are practicing it. It can also be summarized as fake it till you make it. Because when you act like something, you will gradually go towards achieving it. For a relatable example, if you are studying and you suddenly feel that you are not motivated enough, confident enough to study, or you just don't want to study, make up an identity. I suggest that you make up an identity before you even start to study. Make up a new identity that you would look forward to, that you aspire to become. And whenever you sit to study, that identity needs to be you. You need to change your entire self into that identity you want to become. So when I'm sitting to study, I'm not the past old self. I'm in the journey to becoming the future self which I aspire to be. I'm achiever when I'm sitting to study. I'm not the normal person right now. I am not going to be the person right now when I'm going to be studying. I'm going to be the achiever who achieves the highest and is not afraid of any subjects. This way, none subjects are going to scare you. You are going to be much more confident, and your distractions will also be starting to seen as minimizing than before if you really take this identity shift into your life. I kind of feel like you are not ready to believe it, but if you really take this in, if you believe it, then it's a very great thing. When I first heard this term identity shift, it fascinated me. I didn't know what it meant and I searched for it. And when I found about its meaning, I adapted it. I tried to bring it up in my routine. And when I did so, when studying, I'm not the normal person who I'm talking to right now. I am someone else. I'm someone else with the features, with the traits that I want to have, I want to achieve. So if I am that person, then why would not I do the thing that person would have done? So that's the major thing. When you shift your identity, your entire self shifts. Your confidence shifts, and the way you present yourself, the way you do your things shift as well. Identity shift is a very important thing that I think you must practice even if you don't believe in my words. You practice it, your results will make you believe it. Portion 3, your habits and your practices. Do you also study notes before you enter into a new chapter? Do you study without setting a timer? Do you also study till late drinking your coffee? If so, then you are doing it all very wrong. You don't need to do this much. You don't need to sacrifice your sleep so that you can study 1 or 2 more chapters. You don't need to sacrifice your peace so that you can cover more notes. You are doing it all wrong. Studying is not very hard, it's not very complex. It's a very easy and simple thing if you really get into managing your energy and your works. Studying is meant to be made usual, not something unusual or complex that you have to fear. Studying is something which should be made simple, normal, and usual for everybody. As I told before, their environment should also support in this. And the major thing that I have stated before, identity shift. Please, everybody, take this in your practice. It's a miracle. It's going to change how you think. It's going to change how your results, how your outcomes come out. It's going to change you to become better. Number 3, your habits and your practices. You have been practicing wrong things. Like in the present condition, the wrong things are going out as trends more. People are following these trends a lot. Like, have you seen that late night study vlog? That's like so much harmful for you, for your mental peace. If you don't get enough sleep, then you don't know how much of energy you are losing it. It is very important that you know how your energy and your work can be managed so that you can get a lot of work done on a limited time, because we all have limited time. And for that, you also need to think of time as a very valuable asset, as something you won't get if it's lost once. So if you do that, then social media will stop looking very appealing to you. Your books would look attractive after this, and you will see your future more clearly once you take this in. And going back to the practices I was telling about, these trends have ruined the current generation. The things that you see, the things that you do, the things that you hear, and the things that you see your friends or the people around you doing are a lot wrong, because you don't need to study till 3 a.m. in the morning, not sleeping all night, sacrificing your sleep for it, or skipping meals so that you can buy some time to study a note of one or two more chapters. It's going to cost a lot. Instead, you can take in some real practices. Like, if you are studying a chapter, then study the note after the chapter is done so that your memory is more clear. You don't need to study the note before your chapter has even begun, because it may be going to help you a little, but that's not how it works. If you study the notes after your chapter is over, you will understand a lot of more things, and you will also understand and help yourself to memorize it a lot. Another thing I was talking about, do you use your phone while taking breaks? If you do, then it's very wrong, because that 10 minutes break can be like literally 1 hour long, and you would not even realize it because you are so consumed by the social media. The social media, the trends going on here is literally consuming you and your energy. So it's really time for you to change your practices and also some of your beliefs about studying. Studying is not hard, first of all, and second, you need to focus on your food and your sleep if you want to do better in study. I don't know if anybody has said this or not, but food and your sleep is the major thing which helps you in increasing your energy and also your focus while studying. It's really important that you understand what things need to be sacrificed for your better future or your better good, and what things needs to be adapted so that you can make your life better, or you can make the journey of attaining the best life better. And I'd say that changing these old and not so good habits and practices to a better alternative is very important, and I hope that you are going to take this in account and you are going to work towards changing it. I'm going to help you in the journey, and I'll keep posting about this. So keep watching and stay tuned. And okay, now I guess we've completed the 3 sections. Now let's go to the summary of the video. At first, we talked about identifying the distractions, the triggers which stop us from studying or entering the study zone, and how we can tackle them. How? By changing our environment, by decluttering our environment, by clearing environment and filling up our environment with the things that we want in your life, in our life. The second point we talked about was identity shift, shifting our past self to somebody who we want to be, who we aspire to become, our ideal self. Number 3, we talked about some problems regarding the habits and practices that a lot of people have been taking, and also some trends that are not actually good for you but are ruining you and are causing you to lose your motivation and also your confidence. And also, I've told you that we need to change these bad practices into a better alternative so that they can help us in our journey to become our better self and become an academic weapon. Going from an academic victim to an academic weapon is not very hard if you understand how we can go from this to this. It's actually easy, but you need to have a commitment on how you are going to do it, and yes, you are going to do it. We've reached the end, and I challenge you to follow the things I've said in the video. I challenge you to create a new ideal identity and stick to it. I also challenge you to be determined. This is the end of this video. Thank you for watching till the end. I'm really happy that you guys came till this end because of this disturbed attention span of today's generation. And okay, this is it. Keep growing, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself. This was Academy. I haven't told you about my journey and how I became a topper. If you want to hear it, I'd be happy sharing it with you, but please let me know in the comments, okay? Like this video if it helped you, share with your close friends so that you can help them, and make sure to subscribe to Academy so that you can get help for yourself to become better and reach that academic goal you have set. We are going to be the best. Yes, we are. Okay, bye bye.